Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? Let's do a singles reading. It is a full moon in Gemini, a great time to communicate fully, honestly, and with your best intentions coming through. So let's see what's up with the singles out there. I did already shuffle. This shuffle has me a little perplexed. I have not looked at it, but the feeling off of it is weird. So I'm going to try to translate as best as I can. Bottom card is strength. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that strength card. Do any of you also identify as a bit of a wolf? Well, you've come to the right place. Hopefully this reading resonates with you. We're going to do 5 cards. Well, that would be the reason why the reading felt a little odd to me. Okay. The Devil is the first card we pull. If you're listening to this and not watching, this is fine. I'm going to try to be a little bit more conscientious of that. The Six of Pentacles, the Death card, the Hermit, and the Five of Pentacles. Wow, wow, wow. Single life is something, huh? Wow, y'all. Why are we in this predicament? I feel like there's layers and layers of woe is me out there. Woe is me. Oh, in case you haven't heard that expression. Self-pity, you know? Some self-pity happening out there. I'm going to keep the strength card out because I want us to remember that these cards came from the strength position. Wow. So the Hermit is usually a powerful and mostly positive aspect, but surrounded by the Devil, the Five of Pentacles, and Death. Wow, it's a whole other thing. I'm going to use the trusty clarifying deck that I love so much. Gosh, you guys, singles, how's it going out there? Are you on the apps? Are you meeting people in the produce aisle? Are you meeting people at networking events? That's always fun. Are you... I feel like there's a lot of duplicity, which is interesting for this Gemini moon. I feel like there's a lot of duplicity. I feel like, you know what, if it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, this isn't for you. But definitely the universe is pulling out some very particular players out there. This is their message, and I'm sorry, but it's probably not for 90% of the people who are going to see the shorts or scroll past the video. Okay, so it is for you if there's a level of duplicity in how you present yourself. So, for example, this reading's for the people who have just on the surface level. I'm not judging. Please understand. It's not my position to judge, but the universe just wants to be clear of who this is for. This is for the folks who have online, for example, not literally, but have online dating profile that misrepresents them in some way. For example, if they say they're single, but they're not. And I mean that very, like, okay, so let's examine single. Okay, let's just start with that. Let's examine single. Single, when we're talking about these readings, because this is the first single reading that I've done. So let's get clear. This is a time of clear communication. Let's get clear on that. A single person is someone who is not tied to anyone else romantically. So if you're telling someone that you love them, you are not single. If you are in a romantic relationship where you're intimate with someone that you're telling that you love, and it's not an open relationship, they don't know that you have thoughts about anyone else, then you're not single. So I think the first thing first is the cards are like Rose, the cards, the universe, whatever. It's like Rose, first of all, you want to make sure you tell these people who is allowed to watch this reading. And we might go ahead and do two, because what I'm seeing here is this duplicity between how you present yourself either online or in person, and then what you really what you want. So you could be not single, you could be in a situationship with someone who loves and adores you, and then you're going out and trying to get laid elsewhere. Or you could be looking for hookups, but presenting yourself as looking for a long-term thing, or looking to meet people or friends or whatever. Or you could be a friend to someone, but you're actually wanting to bang them. So there's a duplicity. And in this moon, we see the duplicity quite clearly. All right, so other than that, what does this spread mean to those folks? So this reading is for you, and then the rest of the readings are for the truly single people like myself who are absolutely ready to meet someone new, who are not tied to anyone else. Wow, y'all are too much. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Justice for clarifying the Devil. Perfect. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, it's this false persona. There's nothing, I already said this. So there's this false persona in love that you're projecting in order to get what you want. You know, please, this is a very specific reading for a very specific person or several people who might come across this video. So please don't take offense. It's not going to be for everyone. But if you're cross-watching and you know this fuckboy, then you can go, oh yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Six of Pentacles. We're getting a lot of feedback loops like this, which makes sense. If you jump over to my community page, you'll see the reading that I pulled last night. Oh my God. I don't even know, like I need a statistical analyst to figure out how freaking, like what are the chances that I would make that pull with those feedback loops of the Ten of Cups and Judgment. It was crazy. All right. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Eight of Wands. Seven of Wands. This card, just look at this card. Crazy, right? Okay. Seven of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups. There's, yeah, so it's more of the same. It's the going forward while looking back the whole time. See this Knight of Pentacles? This really exemplifies this clarification. You might even have something good, but you're looking elsewhere. But the entire time you're looking behind you to see, to look back and see what either what you had or what you have that you're sort of stepping out on. You know that expression? Mm-hmm. Okay, death card. It's pretty simple. I mean, what I already said before I started clarifying it is enough. Maybe we'll get some suggestions or some specific clarification for that one person who doesn't believe this is about them yet. There's a death card here. Because I'm not getting the typical meaning or expression of the death card. It doesn't feel like this person, whoever you are, is wanting to change, but I could be wrong. Let's have the universe prove me different. I mean, because that's the flip side of it. So I'm willing to look at the dichotomy as well. That's the flip side. Potentially, this person could be really feeling in the feels about this way that they've been living, and maybe they want to change, and maybe they want to move more. Maybe they want to bring themselves from out of the cold. Maybe they feel that loneliness that comes with that lifestyle. Okay. The Two of Wands underneath the death card. Well, okay, well, okay. Well, yeah, okay, the universe is sort of proving me wrong. Okay, all right. I said, okay. So again, this is another episode of all tarot readings come from the tarot reader and the time in which they were pulled. No tarot reading happens in a vacuum. And so my feelings for this influenced how I was reading it, and the universe is like, no, absolutely, because I don't want to give you anything that's like, oh, this person, whether you're cross-watching or whether this is you, this person who's been a major F-boy is suddenly seeing the error in their ways and they understand that they've been self-sabotaging, and they really feel so lonely because they haven't ever like gotten to a real place of depth with anyone the way that they're doing this. And like, I did not want to give you false hope. And the universe is like, yeah, but Rose, that's what's happening. They're sliding into this transformation of a new inner quality that they have, which allows them to see this trail of tears they've left behind them. That's hard. So maybe they do need a little bit of hermitage time. I really didn't want to give you false hope or share nobody's going to make it to this point in the video. We're 13 minutes in, but damn, okay. All right. Okay, universe, be that way. Prove me wrong. That's fine. I'm just still a little bit hesitant, because if I were you and you were cross-watching and this is your person or something, I wouldn't want you to believe it. I wouldn't want you to hold on to hope. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it takes a lot for a person like this to change their ways. I'm not saying it's impossible, but also if they're, older than 18 and they're still acting like this, it's, okay. Yeah. So the Three of Pentacles is at the bottom for the Hermit. And the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Hanged Man is such a combination. The Seven of Swords. Ah, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, well, I'm just going to start reading this for what it is. I'm not going to throw any of my own shade or suspicion on it or skepticism, okay? So, for some insane reason, they're seeing the error of their ways. They're seeing the choices that they made in a new light, and they're seeing the deception that they have peddled. Wow. I wish I could clarify that more. What's underneath? The Star, yeah. And the Lovers. So it's a bit of a, if you're a cross watcher and this is your person, which I'm getting the feeling is a lot of you. I think that the not wanting to create false hope with you is because they see the error in their ways. They're starting to make this transformation based on the reflection of the heartbreak that they've caused in their life. They see it for what it is. They understand that it was kind of their fault. And they're silently moving into this transformative point in their life. And I think you should be really happy that they're doing that for themselves and that they're becoming bigger, better, more self-aware person. They're not coming towards you. And that's where my hesitancy is, and the suspicion there, it's for selfish reasons. This evolution is for selfish reasons, and that's okay. That's I guess the next step for them is this transformation for their own benefit. But I don't think you're going to see a lot of apology from this person if they really hurt you in the past and suddenly they've changed. I don't think you're going to feel it. I don't think that it's going to happen on the 3D or the 5D. And that's what really makes me sad, but it is what it is. But they are, take solace in the fact that at some point, your experience with this person, because again, I'm getting a lot of cross watchers. I'm not seeing, this person is maybe showing up once to watch. Maybe this is you and that you're the only person. But there's a lot of cross watchers. So I'm explaining to a lot of people this person that had been in their life. Please understand that, because I wanted this to be a singles read, but instead it's your ex read, no doubt. But they are only at the point where they're able to self-actualize right now because of the experience that they had with you, right? So at least take solace in that. At least understand that you were part of their journey and their journey to become a better person and to align more with their soul's true path. This is not a soul's true path, just in case you were wondering. This is not a soul's true path. Go ahead and watch the first 10 minutes and you'll understand. All right, so 5 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands on the bottom. The 4 of Cups. The Lovers. And the Hierophant. Yeah, yeah. There's no Six of Wands here, but there's very strong Six of Wands energy. This transformation of this heartbreak and this challenge into something spiritual is very possible for them right now. Whether they go through the full trial and the full journey of that process will be, that's TBD. Do they have the opportunity to? Yes. Could they do an Uno reverse and come back to this forever? Yes. Have they before? Yes. Do I have hope? Yes. But I think, the message from the universe is going to be for those of you who are single and looking to be with a person, make sure you're very clear in who you are first. Because you're going to connect with someone who is similar to you. So look at who you're attracting very carefully, because you're going to be attracting sort of similar souls. So if you have a problem with who you're attracting, definitely time to turn inward and see what about them is actually a reflection of yourself. It's very easy to blame society or say, oh, well, I'm attracting all these immature people or these uneducated people, or, well, how are you stepping into your authentic, educated, mature self to present that in the world and attract other people to it? So that's what I would say through advice from the universe for all you single folks. So if this is something if this is truly an exes reading instead of a singles reading, I would recommend journaling. Journal. Really open your heart up and communicate in your words about this situation and how you've grown from it, how you've experienced life and love in it, and then what your takeaway is, because you need to be able to be pretty healed by the time you get to someone else. And if you're not, and you're looking for someone else to help heal you, you're going to go through a lot of relationships. And, sometimes that's your path, and sometimes people do that. But, I in that same vein am trying to attract viewers to my channel who are like-minded, right? So I'm going to put out there the type of energy that I want in return. Okay. That's that. Well, we've been on a roller coaster, so everybody take a deep breath and we'll go about our day. Blessings to everybody, because it is not easy out there. But again, you put out what you get back. So try and be positive about the situation, and you're going to get a positive response. All right. Thanks, guys.